Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to some more War in the East. We are, of course, continuing with Army Group South. Let's see how we can do this. A lot has occurred, and Lord Cucumber and XTRG, whose videos you should also be checking out, have done a really exceptional job so far, and we're really just trying to basically keep pace, and that's becoming a bit of a problem by itself. Nonetheless, I'm going to try to do the best we can here. And again, a lot of people have mentioned basically surrounding enemy units, cutting them off that way, and then ultimately destroying them piece by piece. So that's exactly what we're going to do here on this Romanian front facing the Soviets. We already have that happening a little farther north, but we'll take a look at that separately. I actually think this security division might be easy enough just to go ahead and walk over him. He's not very strong. And sure enough, it looks like the enemy did retreat. We didn't get him in our grasp, but I'm actually more interested in securing this unit in our grasp right here. So if we can somehow get over there safely, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. And basically just push this line forward as best as we can. Of course, keeping the HQs close by so that they could provide the necessary support and do all those checks and balances, as it were. There we go. So we've got some air units here. Might as well go ahead and wipe out that security unit while we can. I mean, it's not really a big threat, but what the hell, 309 men down, I'll take it. And maybe it'll actually make it easier for us to step into this area without necessarily being challenged. I think we've done pretty much all we can over here. We can take a look at the HQ now. We're just going to have to essentially wait. Again, we can cut the enemy off. That's certainly something we can do to these guys, and we can do the same over here. Could probably even send the security division running. So let's go ahead, charge. Cut a little bit of air support. I think because they have a fort there, they might have held pretty well. We're not going to mess too much with this. Let's go to where we actually know what's going on, and that's going to be this area right here. Now, guys, we have surrounded Lodz, and I'd love to jump in, but this guy is still fairly strong. That being said, we're going to go for an absolutely monumental attack here, the Great Battle of Lvov. Let's go ahead and do it. The population has evacuated. I don't know how they can, but somehow some of them have made it out. Let's see how this battle goes. Defender fort level is reduced. Oh, baby. Oh, guys, we just took 17,000 prisoners. I like that. That's definitely made me a little happy. But it's not over yet. We still have so much to do. And I think now, so many good tips have come in. We're going to start to try and engulf these forces. So these forces that still remain behind, a few forts as well, we're going to move out immediately and just try to capture them. It might be too late, but it's not going to stop me from trying. Wow, guys, I'm excited about taking Lvov. As many people have said, this is not an easy game, but it is certainly a rewarding one when you take a major city in it. It's just really fun. Like, we finally took it. It's now under German control. Actually, why did I leave? We still have a major group here we want to deal with. I'm going to try to get some units. We have some security, Hungarian security divisions that we can put here. But I think I might have to do some early attacks, especially over here, just to make sure these guys are not overly strong. All right, still in that fort. Not bad, boys. 53 defense. That's pretty brutal. I'm going to try to get this SS Motorized Brigade to get behind. It's going to be tough, I think, to cut these guys off. I think our best chance is going here to the east because this mountain range makes it pretty much impossible for us to surround this unit here. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. And I know this tank is not going to be able to be in the fight for a short amount of time, but it's just kind of one of the sacrifices we have to make if we want to surround these guys. And even this is not a perfect encirclement, but we got to work with what we've got, boys. And right now, that's what we've got. So we'll keep moving with these guys forward. Again, trying to cover the tracks over here. there's still so much left to do, really. I mean, we have a lot of armor at the north, and of course, we also have a lot of HQs here that need to be closer to their men. The problem is, and this is my fault, we've separated this HQ, so he's probably not going to be providing much care at all to this tank unit here. This tank unit is almost just a placeholder until we can get him back close to the HQ and essentially, you know, start regenerating, for lack of a better word. But right now, we need this particular tank's HQ as close to the front line as possible, and that does not bode well for him. Here we go. So once again, getting those HQs. 4th Corps, 17th Army, von Schwedler. Probably Schwedler. We want to get him close. And somebody mentioned they have to be within 3 to 4 tiles for us to actually be getting the full bonuses. So we want to start bringing some of these guys a bit closer. Not just the HQs, but also the units. I'll bring this HQ over here. Should be able to feed everybody else. And it looks like our buddy XTRG in the center there has got that unit completely surrounded. I don't see a very long life for that unit. We'll also move these guys up. And again, I'd love to go for an attack on... An attack? Wow, Freudian slip there. I'd love to go for an attack on this enemy tank. And I think we can. So, let me move this guy back. I think we might be taking some more prisoners, boys. Here we go. Let's hope so. That's right, I'm even sending in the HQ for this one. Come on now. Okay, wow, we did reduce the defender forward, and yes, so 15,000 prisoners, boys. Oh man, that's what we need to do, guys. If we can keep that up, I'm not going to say that this is going to be a good Let's Play in terms of tactics, because I think we've already failed that. But we can do certainly a lot better than we anticipated. So again, I'm just sending all these guys in to cut off any of the retreating Soviets. Make sure they cannot run. The problem here is it does take away from our main plan of cutting off the enemy rails, but I think people have made it pretty clear that it's more important to trap these guys right now than to focus entirely on rails. Oh, come on now. I really want to try to get a unit here, guys. We've got to make it happen. All right, we've got that guy there covering that area. Problem here is there is a gap where the enemy can escape. I guess we can move the HQ there. We could also probably get this tank. There we go. Yes. There's always solution to problem. Here we go. Let's do it again. If we can attack. We might have to wait till next turn. Yeah, I think that's going to be the issue here is we just have to wait till next turn to carry out the attack. And it's probably the best thing to do instead of, you know, wasting units here when we don't need to. There's a bunch of forts here as well near Proshkorov, so I guess we can cut those off, but I think we need to be focusing elsewhere. So if you guys have any tips for our tanks here, please make sure to let me know. It looks like some of the population is already evacuated here. But should we even be attacking these forts? We just hit that one, and that fortified region surrendered. Is it even worth it? Or should we just be sending our tanks back to deal with those infantry units? Let's get some thoughts down below, guys. Again, right now I'm just trying to cut off as much of their fuel as possible. Even on the Romanian front, I think it's extremely important, especially on the Romanian front here, to cut their fuel off. Because our Romanians, let's face it, are not the greatest fighters. It's not their fault, it's the technology. Now, I always like to use, now that you guys have taught me that, I always like to use the bombers specifically in my attacks, but since we don't have any attacks left here, I'm going to have to hit some targets of opportunity. And I think that one is going to be perfect just because I don't like the positioning of this guy, and there's very little we can do about him. So we'll just keep hitting him and hopefully scare him into submission. But man, I'm pretty happy about our prisoner count. Not bad at all. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, as you've been so kind to do before in the past. Also, please make sure to take a look at XTRG and Lord Cucumber's videos for Army Group Center and Army Group North. I really would love you guys to take a look, and of course, hey, let them know that Agrippa sent you. Alright, boys and girls, I'll catch you on the next one. I'll probably still do a few moves here before I end my turn completely, but it'll be pretty minuscule stuff. so I'm not going to broadcast it. Thank you again, though, for watching. I hope I'll catch you on the next one, and I hope you think we're doing at least a little better than you expected us to. Take care, guys.